Sony unveiled their two new devices, and which are the Xperia 10 Mark II as their mid-range and their new flagship, the Xperia One Mark II. Also, they mentioned a Pro version that is under development. Likewise, the release date will be on the late spring, but the exact date is unknown. Sony Xperia Mark II has a display size of 6.5 inches, a 4K display, HDR OLED panel with a 21:9 ratio. The processor is a Snapdragon 865 chipset with a 5G modem that works on sub-6 GHz network with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of UFS storage. Also comes with Android 10. The IP dust and water resistant is an IP68. Comes with a 4000 mAh battery, support with wireless charging, and with an audio jack and a fingerprint sensor. There is no 120Hz or 90Hz refresh rate. They did use some motion blur reduction. Also, they claim it's like a 90Hz refresh rate with reduced frames of lag. The cameras are like the S20 Plus. The first is a 12 megapixel main camera. The second one is a 12 megapixel ultra wide. The third is a 12 megapixel telephoto and a 3D type of light sensor. The front main camera is a 8 megapixel. The branding or powered by Zeiss. The main 12 megapixel camera have a 1x0.7x more sensor with a dual pixel and autofocus. The sensor are improving like the 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor camera that has a 60mm equivalent focal length and an f/2.2 aperture and a 1x2.6 sensor with a dual pixel and the autofocus. The 12 megapixel telephoto camera has a similar setup, 70mm equivalent focus length by the f/2.4 OIS and a 1x3.4 with a PD dual pixel in the middle. The camera features a tracking eyes AF that works with humans and animals. Another feature is the 20 burst with autofocus tracking. And lastly, the Xperia One Mark II with Zeiss technology have improved the camera with anti-reflective coating that aim to help with the sunlight rays or the ghosting effects with pictures that are taken, and comes with a 360 reality audio aware in which improves the sound quality. The Xperia Mark II comes with a black and purple color. Sony Xperia 10 Mark II will have a 6.inch display OLED screen by a 21:9 ratio with a Full HD Plus resolution and 128 GB of internal storage. And 128 GB of internal storage. Also, it comes with a IP65 or the IP6A and comes with Gorilla 6 front and back of the phone. It will come with a 12 megapixel main camera with a snapper or dual autofocus. The second camera is a ultra wide camera with a 60mm focal length, and the third is a 2x zoom 8 megapixel telephoto camera. The front facing camera is a 8 megapixel sensor. The Sony Xperia One Mark II Pro is still under development. It probably have the same specs as the Xperia One Mark II. The key differences are it will have a HDMI port and connection with alpha cameras, and with 5G connection that will have 4 antennas of a 5mm wave to counter the lack of signals and having a steady signal or connection. In this way, it can reach a speed of 5 GB per second and more, with a customizable shortcut on the side of the phone that can launch any app. Also, it has 512 GB of storage. And these are the prices in Euro for the Sony Xperia One Mark II 5G. That costs 1,200 for the flagship. And the Xperia 10 Mark II costs 370 euros. 4G mid-range phone. For the US, expect something similar to this. Hopefully this information is useful to you, and if you would like more content like this, check out my channel, and thank you for watching.